Today, as I continue my series on post-grade 8 choices for repertoire, I want to talk about Schubert. Schubert is one of my favourite composers. Schubert was a prolific songwriter, and this comes through in all of his piano works. He takes us on such a beautiful singing journey. Every phrase is lyrical. No matter what work we are playing, there is just so much melody in everything that Schubert wrote. So some of the more famous works are a little bit difficult to tackle at this stage, and maybe we should wait and explore some more Schubert before we go forward onto the later sonatas, the big sonatas with not just more technical difficulty, but they require a lot of emotional and musical maturity. So Schubert was another composer that died really young, and you can hear a lot of his own sadness in his later works, particularly when he knew he was very, very sick. Things to approach though at this stage as you start to delve into the wonderful world of Schubert's piano music and chamber music too, but we will tackle that in another video. Things you will learn: voicing, producing a beautiful cantabile tone, which is probably slightly lighter than Chopin's cantabile tone, so it's a very distinct Schubertian cantabile tone that you need to apply to his works. And this is a really great learning curve here, actually. You will learn subtle pedalling. We have all the articulation of the earlier classical era, but we have this almost like crossing over into the romantic era that comes later. So the 6 Moment musical, which you have probably come across, D780, out of those I would probably choose number 2 in A flat, number 4 in C sharp minor, number 5 in F minor, and number 6 in A flat. And you will really develop that Schubertian cantabile by looking at these pieces. You have to do all of them. Just take 1, take 2, dip into lots of other. There's so much Schubert repertoire for you to try. The Impromptus, Opus 90, number 2, really wonderful one for finger legato, for hidden melodies, so working out, unraveling the texture and being able to project your inner melodies is a really important thing to develop at this stage. Direction in phrasing, that's something you will have already been working on, but it's something that we'll take even further here. And of course, balance, not just between the hands, but between the voices, between the parts. Really important. So that independence with fingers as well, in order to be able to produce that, and lots of listening. And I would really recommend, actually, before I just talk about the last recommendation for now, to listen to lots of Schubert's song series, because you will learn so much from this, and also to his chamber music. Absolutely wonderful. And you will learn, always listen around a style, always listen around a composer, not just the piano music. You will learn so much from this. One of my early piano teachers taught me this at quite a young age, and I feel very grateful for that, because we can be quite single-minded as pianists because we tend to work alone a lot. So exploring the wider works of a composer is kind of essential for understanding their language, their musical language. It really is, and their style. So I can't recommend that enough, both listening to recordings and of course going to live concerts, which you cannot beat. There's absolutely no, nothing comparable really for the energy that you feel within that concert environment. It's quite magical. So the final thing that I would be recommending today is the Hungarian melody, which is very, very rhythmic. And I think that's, I need to just check this. I think it's 8D817, but I do check that. Very rhythmic, a little bit different, but something that is very colourful, and it's a hidden gem. So do try that out. Don't always go for the more well-known stuff. And with Schubert, there's so much. He wrote so much for the piano as well as for the voice. It's so, I mean, he just wrote so much. It's unbelievable. So really do explore those. And another thing too, sorry, I do have one more thing. Well, I know I said that was my last one. It was the two scherzi, which are full of humour, Schubertian humour and energy, and rhythmic precision, and of course articulation in order to produce that. So all of these things are my first recommendations, but there will be many more videos on Schubert recommendations.